All right, welcome back. It's episode 11 of To the Crib. It's your go-to podcast for everything football related. As always, it's your boy Delix, my man Coach Bishop. How we doing?
I'm doing good, man. Excited for today.
Oh yeah. So we are sponsored today by Nobody. So we are always open to any opportunities, any sponsors that might want to get on the show. We are a growing podcast that's only going to get bigger, better, and stronger. And, we just want to succeed together. So, as always, we appreciate all the love and support. If you if you don't have any means to support us, sponsor us, by all means, just go ahead and like us on Instagram, follow our podcast on the YouTube channel, and subscribe. That is the best way to sponsor us.
Exactly. We're trying to grow this thing every single day. We appreciate everybody who's on board with us already right now. But also share this with your friends and family, man. Let everybody know, kind of talk us up. If we feel like everybody's telling us we're giving you all good information, you loving everything we're giving you. Don't just keep it to yourself, man. Share the love. Like we sharing our love with you, giving you this stuff, putting in this work every day, giving you everything we got. Share with everybody else as well, man. We appreciate that.
All right. So this episode, we're going to talk about Thursday Night Football, New York Giants at San Francisco 49ers. But first of all, we got some breaking news to talk about. Number one, we're going to talk about Kareem Hunt back to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I talked about this in the recap show when we talked about his injury and everything. I said, I don't necessarily know if they're automatically going to want to go with Ford. I see this as a very easy place for Kareem Hunt to have been able to slide right back into. He knows the system. He's been there for years. And sure enough, they called him right away. It's just bring him right in. It just makes sense. You definitely want to have at least two backs that you're comfortable with. But now it becomes a debate. Do you rather have Kareem Hunt, who's kind of been there, and last season he was ahead of Ford on the depth chart, or do you like Ford? Ford put up 100 yards against that Steelers defense. Mm-hmm. So he had a good game himself. It was one big breakaway play as well. Or do we think Kareem Hunt? So if you're looking at a situation, who do you rather have?
Wow, that's a big one. That's a hard one for me. I'm a big Jerome Ford guy. I've had him in Dynasty, and I just know that he's a good player. So I'm gonna roll with Jerome Ford. I know a lot of people spent fab on him probably too.
Yeah.
Upwards to like 50-60% of your fab, and you gotta be really like panicking right now. But I think they're gonna use him. They already came out and said he's gonna get the starter looks, but I think he's gonna still be viable. Will he have the crazy volume? I don't think he ever was. I think what Kareem Hunt is better than Pierre Strong. So yes. I think that's why the whole thing is they're bringing him in just to add more depth to the backfield. Kareem Hunt will get his looks. Do you go crazy on Kareem Hunt now? Do you go spend fab on Kareem Hunt? People are already rostering him.
Right.
Just for the
Yeah, I've been holding him in the Dynasty League right now, waiting for an opportunity to be able to use him somewhere.
But
also,
even in redraft.
In redrafts, people are rostering him. Yeah, I'll spend a little bit of fab. I saw some fab get spent in some of my leagues as of already before he even signed, just because they said they were bringing him in.
Yeah.
But the one thing though is it's set up, and that's not a good week for either one of these guys because you got to go play the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, that's the big thing here. It's just one of those things where we've already been talking about how when your running back is going up against the Tennessee Titans, it's probably not going to be a good look. So this week coming up, the Browns are playing the Titans, and honestly, you just gotta wait and see for both of them. It kind of gives us an out in a way because it's it's a bad matchup, so you're not gonna play them anyway. So just we'll wait and see. We'll let week 3 run out, see how it goes.
I'll give you a little insight of what I think may end up happening here, because Hunt is a really good back out of the backfield, and I think he might look better suited if he gets enough reps this game that he actually might surprise some people against that Tennessee defense. In the receiving game. I think he's a better receiver back than what Ford is. He might look better than Ford this week.
You think they're
coming right off the streets
right this week?
They said they're going to give him some touches. I think he dresses, and I think he gets a couple reps.
He's going to get some daps, like, hey, what up? what else? Some touches.
What up? Welcome back. Appreciate having you.
Yeah.
But no, I think you see him not be a factor, but he'll be in the game. He's definitely going to be in the game.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on our Sunday preview, though. We'll get more information on all that. Another interesting news that popped off. Cam Akers traded to the Vikings. See you later. Peace out. What are you doing? Are you, as an Alexander Madison owner, are you freaking out? Are you panicking? As a Cam Akers owner, are you like, oh, this is cool? Or are you like, oh, shit, what's going on? Yeah.
I already dropped Cam Akers to pick up Ford or Hunt. I've already done that move. I'm actually just now trying to figure out which one I'm going to prioritize.
Okay.
But no, Akers.
Not a fan?
Not a huge fan of this situation for him. Minnesota's a passing team. They ride or die with the pass game. The run game hasn't been able to be very explosive. They rely a lot on Jefferson. You got TJ Hawkinson. You got Addison as well. Now has been contributing as well. They still have KJ there. I don't see him being used here. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he's better than Madison. So... And y'all know I'm not very high on Madison myself personally, but I don't think it's an upgrade. I think it's a step sideways.
Right. In Dynasty, as a Tyson Chandler owner, you're like, damn, what my guy gotta do? What's he gotta do to get on the field?
Right. I literally picked up Chandler as well, and this week, thinking Madison looking rough the first 2 weeks that they might try to give him a look, and then they made this trade for Akers. So. It's not good for Chandler, but like I said, I don't want to have any of these backs in this backfield.
I mean, this week coming up, you got the Chargers. I feel like, they're not going to run out Akers this week. There's no way.
No, I don't think. I don't see it.
Yeah, so I can see Madison doing some things this week. I can see him doing all right this week against the Chargers. But again, we'll talk about all those matchups and everything on the Sunday show. But yeah, it's interesting. If I'm an Akers, obviously you got to hold. If you have Akers, you got to hold them. You got to keep them on your roster.
Do you? I mean, because if you could drop Akers and get Reynolds, would you rather have Reynolds or would you rather hold on to Akers? Would you rather?
It depends on your situation. It's worth a shot to see what the Vikings think.
Would you rather Warren if he's in waivers over Akers?
Yes. I would rather Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I'm talking about like receiver versus running back, it depends what your situation is. No, it depends on your situation is. Because like if you need running back depth, you might as well hold on to him just in case.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Just in case.
So you're saying if you're set at the receiver position,
right?
Hold on to Akers.
I agree with you. I don't think that he's gonna do much, and I think Madison still holds on to the job. But just in case Minnesota's like, yeah, you're right, Madison's not that good. Let's give Akers more of the run. Then you might have something.
Okay.
And then last but not least of the news that we just got, Anthony Richardson's out.
Yeah.
Good for him, to be honest. Let him sit. Let him get his head rested. We need him forever, as a Colts fan. I'm not a Colts fan, but I'm saying if you're a Colts fan.
You don't want to rush him back.
You want him rested.
Yeah, you want to keep him as far away from the whole Tua situation as much as possible.
Yeah.
So let that brain heal. Maybe he take a couple weeks off even.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gardner Minshew's got the start this week.
Minshew Mania, baby! We back!
He's been looking for a spot too. But yeah, I mean,
got some best ball shares in him.
It's going to be interesting with Gardner Minshew. But like you said, we'll just want to bring that news to you in case you didn't already know. But Minshew is starting this week. But on Sunday, we'll get more and more into that matchup with them and the Ravens.
All right, Thursday Night Football, New York Giants at the San Francisco 49ers. The line right now is at 10.5, 49ers. And the over-under is at 44 points total, which gives us an implied score of 27-17. 49ers.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think the San Francisco 49ers are a great pick. I'm going to tell everybody, I've been saying it right now, we've been talking about it. I think they're great for Survivor this week.
Yeah.
Playing the Giants. Looking at the record, not the record, but the schedule for the 49ers. This week they have the Giants, and next week they get the Cardinals.
Okay.
So after that, the next 10 games are all tough opponents. If they're like the Eagles and teams like that, that you're not gonna really want to have to try to pick and choose. So I feel like this is a perfect matchup where you maybe want to use San Francisco in your survivor pool. A lot of people don't like to pick the Thursday, so you're also probably going to get the fade a lot of chalk by taking them here in this spot because most people want to make that pick on Sunday. So you can kind of sneak it in there and maybe not be with the majority,
right?
And then let the majority pick next week. Mm-hmm. So I like taking them right here in this spot, but I think they cover the game. I think they cover the 10 and a half. I see them winning by 14 plus. I think there's more of a 14-point line me personally. With the implied score, right now you can get the San Francisco 49ers at 27 and a half. I think they definitely go over that. I see them putting up 30 piece easily in this game. I just love everything San Francisco. Giants, probably no Barkley.
Yeah. They haven't looked good. Obviously, they almost lost to the Cardinals.
Yes, Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals put up another thing. The Cardinals put up 28 points. So if you're giving me implied score where I can take it over under team total for the San Francisco 49ers, it's 27 and a half.
That's great.
That's a half point less than what Arizona just scored. I'll take it.
That's a great point. Wow. I didn't think about that. All right. So that being said, yeah, the Giants are kind of looking hopeless right now. But we can make some money on these player props. So we got some player props that are sticking out to us. You got Danny Dimes.
Yep, Danny Dimes, just like Ryan Stevens keeps telling us all the time. It's 2 for 2 this season so far. I'm going to say a third week in a row he hits his rushing total. Week 1 he had 49 yards rushing. Week 2 he had 53-yard rushing. And they still put his total this week at 37.5 on underdog. That's a very easy lock it up, take his over.
Might as well just ride the wave, baby.
If you want to fade that for some reason, for something, another stat of his is he has a pick in both games. He's throwing interceptions. You can get him at over half an interception where he just has to throw one against this San Francisco 49ers defense.
Yeah.
I like him throwing an interception as well again.
True. But, with that said, he has basically only like one guy on the team that he likes to target. Darren Waller. The Walrus. 4 catches seems kind of light.
Yeah, it's light. Last week he had 6 catches on 8 targets. You're giving me 4 catches. Like I said again, especially if Barkley's out of this game, which is trending towards on a short week.
He's out.
That injury, he's going to be out.
No, breaking news was out. He's out.
He's out. So he's not even playing.
Yeah.
So I really love the rushing total because Jones is the only rush attack they have. They're not trusting Breida. And Waller's going to probably crush his 4. He's probably going to put up upward from 6 to 8 and probably going to have about 10 targets. Negative game script. New York Giants are going to have to be throwing the ball a lot in this game in order to even try to keep themselves alive in it.
Yeah, it's ugly. Breida's line is at 31.5 rushing yards. Slayton's at 34.5 receiving yards. Hodgins 31.5 receiving yards.
That's how wild it is.
28.5. They're like, this is crazy. Like
Breida is supposed to be the running back, and his rushing yards prop is lower than the quarterbacks.
Right. Nuts. Yeah, so we like the Danny Dimes rushing and the interception prop and the Waller over 4 catches. On the flip, on the San Francisco 49ers side, give me some TDs. Give me some CMC on the 78.5 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's a great prop. He did go over 100 yards in both games. He should easily hit this. I think he might even have this by halftime against that defense. So that's going to be another one where I tell you, he may hit 78.5 by the first half. Halftime is going to be sitting there and you'll be like, locked in, cast it in, you already made yourself some money.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
This defense is not nothing to worry about. Like I said, I think San Francisco just has their way with them.
You got Ayuk possibly going to be out, but he might tough it out because he has an AC sprain or something to do with his clavicle. So he might end up sitting out. They might just be like, just chill out. Either way, Debo, 4.5 receptions. That seems kind of light as well.
That's light as well.
He's hit that every week so far.
Yeah, exactly. So, give me that 4.5 as well. If you're looking at underdog, that's another one that's going to be easy. Something else, if you're looking at some of the defensive props, give me Bosa getting at least 1 sack. I think the Giants he's going to have to be sitting in the pocket trying to make plays happen. And I think Bosa gets home at least once against them. He has 0 sacks on the season.
Oh, he's due.
He's due. Definitely going to get one this week. I mean, he's supposed to.
And one last thing that I'm going to add is just, I like Jake Moody to hit 2 field goals. I mean, I know Coach Bishop's like, they're going to score a bunch of touchdowns. Possibly, yeah. But, I feel like they're going to get in the red zone a lot.
Right.
So the more opportunity kind of bodes well for that. And, if it's out of control, they might just kick field goals and not care about scoring touchdowns. I don't know. But I like over 1.5 field goals for Jake Moody, the kicker for the 49ers. That's about it.
That's it, guys.
Yeah.
So we got you all ready. Thursday Night Football. You should be ready to go. Go out there, make yourself some money, and be sure to tune in with us for this weekend for our Week 3 coverage.
That is going to come to you. We're going to try to get you these shows. The Sunday preview Sunday Monday preview basically is going to come on early Sunday. We're going to try to get it to you by 11 o'clock. We're going to try it. Latest. 11 a.m. That way you can have everything set up and you can make your tough start-sit decisions, get in some player props, get in some bets in, do some underdog, battle royales, get it all in. So that's the big show. That's the one where we really give you all the good stuff. So please tune in. Be sure to be checking the Instagram so you know when we post. And it's your boy Delix, my man Coach Bishop.
Appreciate y'all like always. Take it to the crib, man.
To the crib!